Good morning. In fact, you know what? I'll do an impression of our area manager. Good morning, everybody. I just want to wish you, everybody, a Merry Christmas. And of course, want to say a big thanks to everybody working so hard. Oh, shut the fuck up. 17 seconds in, already a swear word. Can you hear that? Oh, beautiful. I'm up at my favourite place in Devon, on Dartmoor. And ironically, the internet in this precise spot is better than at home. So I thought, Dan's just messaged me as well about whatever. And I just said to him, I may just do a video for Elite FPL. Why not? So, as stated in the video the other day, which I really enjoyed, I said to Jason that probably my favourite video we did of the two, our prediction show. I love the conversation we had about Burnley and Man United as an example. As we know, Jason's very, very passionate about. Listen to that. Oh! I don't know if you can see any of that. There. Oh, it's beautiful. But Jason's obviously, like me, very passionate when it comes to talking about his team, in this case Man United, and I'm not gonna lie, I'm probably, there's a couple of changes I'm thinking of doing to my team, and one of those players I'm thinking about is, I'm a massive Martial fan, and I'm tempted with him. I'm tempted to go in Martial. The majority of my team is, as stated, going to be staying the same. I'm not going to mess about and pretend that that's not the case. However, literally what I'm going to be doing today, potentially now, is looking through the team's fixtures, the main ones, the likes of Arsenal, Man City, Liverpool, you know, winnerish. But I'm probably going to look through their fixtures and think to myself, I don't really need to be focusing on these for the next 6 to 8 game weeks. I want to be kind of like maybe targeting these double game weeks, because this next 2 weeks is going to be coming quick and fast, as we're all fully aware. And in game week 19, we have the double game week for Chelsea, and a lot of people are going down the Reece James avenue, the Kepa avenue. Me. And I've looked at my team and I'm thinking, I could get rid of Ben White, I can get rid of Pope, and I can get rid of Mitrovic. And I'm 0.3 short of getting the perfect team that I want. 0.3 short. So I'm actually probably going to get rid of Robertson, another one of my favourite FPL assets. And I'm looking at almost certainly doing, I think my transfers are probably going to be Pope for Kepa, Robertson for Reece James, and Martial in for Mitrovic. I've liked the look of the fixtures upcoming for Man United, and I think that they are going to be, they certainly have turned the corner, as we discussed on the show the other day, regarding the fact that Man United are unbeaten in 13, 14 games or whatever it is. They had a very, a simple win against us. No matter how well we played, 2-0, done. They've got some good opening fixtures. Martial, pretty much guaranteed starter. Rafford. Yeah, let's just call him Rafford. He's on fire at the moment. You've got their defence, which at home keeps clean sheets. It's a shame I can't really tap into their... Well, I say I can't tap into their defence. I really want to take a punt on Malacia or Wan-Bissaka, but they're too much of a rotation risk. I'm gutted, really, and I don't know what the circumstances are surrounding Dalot, whether he's going to be officially out or anything. But certainly, I'd like to think that based on Wan-Bissaka's performance the other day, he may be given the opportunity. But we know that Malacia, he was performing very well for United as well. Bit of a card magnet. I don't know how many cards he's got, but every time I seem to have watched Man United, there was always a yellow card for Malacia. We know how well Dalot played in the World Cup. We know how well he was playing for Man United. You know, a real good extreme attacking threat. Oh, I just love it being on here when it's pouring with rain. There's nothing better than being in a car when it's pouring with rain. It's fantastic. But yeah, I'm looking at Man United thinking their fixtures are really good, but it's just the fact that there's not that guaranteed start in Malacia and Wan-Bissaka. I may have to check out a lot of team news, predicted lineups, maybe to take that punt. But Wan-Bissaka, I mean, if he could turn his form or get back into the starting team and perform the way he did a couple of seasons ago for United and the way he played for Crystal Palace, 4.3 million is a bargain. In that way, I don't have to get rid of Robertson. Because I'm not really interested in Arsenal per se. I know Dan may have a lot to say about that. Do you, Dan? Dan? Do you, Dan? Dan! But I think their opening fixtures, they're going to concede. Even though I predicted 2-0 against West Ham, I may be thinking, actually, they should win. It's at the Emirates, but maybe it's going to be a lot tighter than expected. Maybe West Ham can get a goal. Maybe the break came at the right time for West Ham to recharge the batteries, reevaluate everything, and maybe West Ham could come back with a bang and replicate their form from last year. It's a tough start against Arsenal. We know how well Arsenal perform at home, unbeaten at home. But maybe even like a draw in that game. It's a London derby. But no, I think that maybe Ben White could be the player that I could sacrifice. But certainly with the likes of Robertson, Reece James and Trippier in my team as my back three, you know, taking that punt on. And as you can hear, in fact, you know what, I'll open the door quickly so you can hear the silence. To that absolute silence. It's magnificent, Mr. Simpson. Stunning, Mr. Simpson. Absolutely stunning. But yeah, I would love to think that Wan-Bissaka did enough to get into the team for their game against, and I've completely forgotten who they're playing. Nottingham Forest, isn't it? Yes, Nottingham Forest. So it's a possibility that I could be getting Wan-Bissaka to fund Reece James, Kepa and Martial in the team. Possibly. But we shall see. Obviously, I'm not going to be getting rid of any Man City assets. Obviously, they've got a double game week in game week 20, I believe it is. Mitrovic has talked that he may be injured and, you know, their fixtures aren't particularly that enticing. So yeah, this next few hours on Christmas Day is going to be interesting. I'm really looking forward to... Maybe I should just come up here and stream from here with Jason. I'm not going to be doing that. But, you know, I'm really looking forward to Jason's stream tomorrow. It's going to be a big one. I'm hoping a lot of you guys... Shall I do that again? You guys participate in the call-in. Because, as I stated, the last time Jason did a deadline stream, it was that day which Haaland wasn't performing or wasn't playing more to the point, and it was panic stations. You had the likes of Max on and various other members of the elite FPL community just going into panic mode. It was absolutely fantastic, and I do enjoy when Jason does the deadline streams. I think they're magnificent, and I know a lot of you guys like to participate and get involved and seeing what the community do as well. I have noticed a lot with the elite FPL community, and I think you could potentially apply this to a lot of people in just the FPL community in general. I think that this World Cup came at a time where it kind of, I'm stating the obvious, took their mind off their fantasy football teams, as we've discussed to death 1,000 times, and it's a subject matter that I like to talk about, the addiction to FPL and how people don't really have anything outside of FPL. And maybe this World Cup has maybe allowed them to explore other avenues into different hobbies, for argument's sake. And maybe coming back to FPL is something in which they're like, actually, there's more important things in life than FPL. You know, and I know that certainly from mine and Jason's point of view, you know, without wanting to sound like a broken record, FPL is something in which yes, I take very, very seriously. I get very passionate about it, but that's mainly because of rivalries, and that's just what I'm like in general. I'm very competitive with anything in life, even if it means at work, for example. I'm very competitive. Just get this fucking delivery done as quickly as possible. Get it done. And the quicker we get it done, the more time we get to relax and breathe. I've already, talked to death about like playing Call of Duty and stuff, and very competitive with wanting to win. And, I know that there's various members that are kind of happy to come back to playing FPL, but a lot of you guys have said that essentially you're more interested in the fact that it's the elite FPL community that's coming back together and bringing up those rivalries. And I know that certain individuals that have got low ranks, the World Cup came at a time in which they were thinking, I don't have to think about the fact that how can I catch up with whoever in the specific, in the Rivals League or the Rumble League or the Members League or the YouTube Chat League as an example. I can just brush that to one side. I can restart. It is going to be interesting because I've discussed this to death. I mean, I may just get out my car for a second. I've discussed this to death regarding everything. I mean, this is the see that hill there? It may not look like much, but actually it's extremely steep. And idiot in me decided to climb it. It's now starting to rain again. Idiot me decided to actually climb it, which could have been a really bad mistake. It wasn't. I survived. Didn't need to get the air ambulance out or the mountain rescue out. But yeah, going back to what I was just saying, which I've completely forgotten about because I'm a moron. But I certainly think that, the FPL world of content creation and everything, I wonder how much of an influence it's going to have on teams. And I think certainly there's going to be a lot of template-esque, I'm stating the bloody obvious, I know, a lot of template-esque teams. And I'm just wondering how template it's going to be. And is it a lot of people within our mini leagues is going to have give or take the same team? I know me and Jason, for example, barring one or two players, have the exact same team. And I'm wondering that if maybe these guys that are low in the mini leagues or overall ranks or whatever league you take seriously, I wonder how many are going to actually decide to go full on differential. I know individuals in our members chat on Discord have been discussing, about going differential and trying to catch up like that. And I always think about when J&O used to say that you don't need to go differential for the sake of differential. There's a reason why these players are templates. So from my personal perspective, my team is going to be virtually exactly the same as what it was the other day, barring the three players that I mentioned. I think, to be honest with you, I think I'm just going to go for it. I'm just going to go for those three particular individuals because these game weeks are literally going to come quick, thick and fast. It's game week 17 tomorrow, then it's game week 18 on Friday, I believe it is, game week 19 the following Tuesday or Wednesday, game week 20 the following Friday or Saturday. We are not going to be getting any breaks, and I think that if I can just attack these upcoming fixtures with the players that have got, in my opinion, the better fixtures, and certainly the teams who I think are going to come back with a bang, the likes of Man United as an example, I'm looking forward to kind of just like getting this restart underway and to see how it goes. But as I said to Jason, literally on the voice message the other day, I am really enthused by the content that we're going to be bringing with you. I'm going to be transparent. I have said to Jason, I think moving forward, that the video format of me and him just talking is actually a really good idea. I think that from a streaming point of view, obviously we're still going to do the matches and everything. It's just, from my perspective, I'm going to be down here a lot over the next 4 or 5 weeks. So it may be difficult for me to do the streams and everything, but certainly Jason will be able to, when he's available, of course, because he's very, very busy as well with life. If he's able to do the streams, and obviously I've discussed this with him, but for you guys, you won't know any of this moving forward, but certainly stream-wise, over the next couple of weeks or so, or the next couple of game weeks, he'll be streaming on a, I say a semi-regular basis, but a regular basis enough where, you guys will still be able to get involved in chatting with us and everything. And yeah, I'm just looking forward to whatnot. So in the words of my area manager, I just want to say, have a great day. Make sure you eat a lot of food and everything. Make sure that you get the right presents. Because we are coming into a busy period. Or sorry, more to the point, we're coming out of a busy... Oh, shut the fuck... Like I said, ridiculous. Some of the crap this guy comes out with. But like I say, today, from my personal perspective, it is just eating as much food as possible. I did that all day yesterday. I'm going to be doing it all day today, all day tomorrow, all day the following day while I'm down here, just eating literally the shittest food you can imagine. Krispy Kreme donuts, they're all gone now. What did I buy yesterday? A giant cheesecake. We had the Chinese last night. And yeah, I'm just going to be shoveling food down. And away we go. And now I'm just waffling. So yeah, Jason will see you tomorrow. Like I said, for the deadline, I'm really looking forward to it. I'll be tuning in. There is a very, 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 very small possibility that me and Dan may be part of it. Not on screen, but potentially on Discord, but we never know. But like I said, I want to encourage you guys to make sure that you phone in to Jason and talk to him about what you're thinking of doing with your teams. And on that note, from a very, very wet Dartmoor, I'll see you later.